Chapter 97. Gabriel and Basidiel are appointed analysts. The two books, Jehovah's Conflict, Wrath and War, and Jehovah, the Great God's Love and Wisdom. When the two had heard Abidom's call, they promptly and joyfully went to him who had called them. Although they, too, were afraid of the steadily increasing howling of the people from the morning region, by the side of Abidom all fear and anxiety left their hearts. Thus they were completely capable of talking, or, at Abidom's bidding, merely listening. When Abidom saw that their hearts were well prepared, and the ears of their spirit in proper measure open, he began by saying to them the following words, full of sublime meaning and inner life. So listen, you two. The leaf bearing the many signs and the great house with these very signs on it, which swims on the water, have the following meaning. You two and several others are destined to engrave similar signs corresponding to the words, things and actions on stone tablets or on those large leaves of the pyre reed with the aid of a pointed tool which Lamech's brothers will prepare from the metals. Then you will explain the signs also to all the children, brothers and fathers, and read to them what was written down, and, when all have soon and easily comprehended and understood the signs, let all of them read what was written, all the time showing the greatest patience with those of lesser intellectual grasp. Your spirit will teach you how to form words from the signs. For each word must consist of several signs, which have to run from right to left, according to the order of the word as such. Once a word is formed, it shall not ever be changed, so that the later descendants can, like you, read, pronounce, and understand it. I herewith give you a commandment, according to which the letters of a word shall be considered sacred. And I will look with angry eyes at him who would change something in the letters as such, and in the way you will have formed words out of them. Now comes the most important question in this respect, namely, what, then, shall we record for us, and particularly for the later descendants? Behold, this is really of the utmost importance, and must be handled all the more painstakingly and faithfully. Besides, the question arises, when you shall record something. This point, too, is of great, utmost importance. Thus, as far as the first main question is concerned, you, Gabriel, shall record the whole history, beginning with the primordial creation of the spirits, then the creation of the visible things, together with all my great deeds of love and mercy, up to the last moment of my visible presence among you now. And this you shall always write and record whenever I shall commission you in your spirit. In doing so, you shall not worry and say, "Where am I to take all this from?" For behold, I, who am now giving you this commission, shall tell you exactly, and shall guide your hand, so that you will not make one line, one little hook, and one point too many or too few. Whenever I shall call you, loudly and audibly, you must be ready instantly to write according to my will and instruction, and nothing shall be written save that which I shall indicate to you. Unless you are called by me in your heart, you shall not write, but in your free time instruct. The children, brothers and fathers, as well as the women. However, the latter more in reading than in writing, and supervise those who write as to the accuracy of their copying. For what I shall make known to you singly shall be copied by your fellow scribes 1,000-fold, so that each tribe shall have one and the same writing with them for themselves, their children, and all their later descendants. What I have just disclosed to Gabriel, also you, Basidiel, must observe to the jot when you write. Just as Gabriel will describe the great past, you will, under Enoch's guidance, describe the great future. Gabriel will receive it directly from me, for the past shall be open before everyone's eyes. You, however, will receive it indirectly from Enoch, for a sign that the future shall at all times remain more veiled than the past. There shall thus be established a book of the past entitled Jehovah's Conflict, Wrath and War, and a book of the future entitled Jehovah, the great God's love and wisdom. Now take my blessing and strive to succeed in that to which I have called you. Amen. Following these words, the two prostrated themselves before Abidim and thanked him for this sublime grace. But Abidim promptly told them to rise again. No sooner had they risen from the ground, dissolving in love, than Seth and Enoch came rushing along to inform the curious Adam about what was happening to the region of the morning through the lowlands. For Abidim had sent them there so as to give Adam and his children a new impulse towards life.